What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to Cowboys News TV. I'm Dave, and I hope you all had a fantastic Labor Day weekend filled with relaxation, barbecue, and maybe even a few cold drinks. But now, it's time to switch gears because we're less than a week away from some meaningful Cowboys football. The excitement is real, and today, we're diving into the latest buzz surrounding our beloved team as we head into the 2024 NFL season. So, grab a seat, settle in, and let's talk Cowboys. And before we get started, if you're new here or haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're on a mission to reach 11,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can make it happen. Your support is crucial to keeping this community thriving, so help us grow by subscribing today. Alright, Cowboys Nation, let's kick things off with the hot topic that's on everyone's mind, the Dallas Cowboys contract dilemmas. Yes, we've secured CeeDee Lamb with a lucrative contract extension, but the question now is, who's next? As we all know, Dak Prescott is entering the final year of his contract, but he's not the only one in need of a new deal. DeMarcus Lawrence, Zach Martin, and even special teams ace Brandon Aubrey are all in line for pay raises. And let's not forget about our defensive studs, Micah Parsons and Darren Bland, who will soon see the end of their contracts approaching. This situation is like a ticking time bomb, and it's going to take some serious maneuvering by the front office to keep all of our key players in Dallas. Mickey Spagnola over at DallasCowboys.com recently broke down the Cowboys' contract dilemmas, and trust me, the answer is anything but simple. With so much talent on this roster, how do you prioritize who gets paid next? What do you think, Cowboys fans? Who should the Cowboys focus on locking down with a new contract after CeeDee Lamb? Is it time to make sure Dak Prescott stays in Dallas, or should the front office prioritize keeping our defensive stars? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to vote in our poll. Your opinion matters, and we want to hear from you. Now, let's shift gears to something that might be flying under the radar for some, our practice squad. The Cowboys have a roster loaded with talent from top to bottom, and the 53-man roster is stacked with all pros at virtually every key position. But what about those players who didn't make the final cut but are still hanging around on the practice squad? InsideTHStar.com recently took a deep dive into the Cowboys practice squad, and the talent there is seriously underrated. Just think about it, if injuries hit or if the Cowboys need reinforcements, the talent waiting in the wings on the practice squad could be a game changer. We've got players who are hungry, motivated, and ready to step up at a moment's notice. And that depth is going to be crucial as we navigate the ups and downs of a long NFL season. Cowboys Nation, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Who do you think could be a breakout star from our practice squad this year? Is there someone you've been keeping an eye on who you think deserves a shot at the main roster? Let's get a discussion going in the comments, and make sure to let us know who you're rooting for to make a big impact. The Cowboys made headlines recently by locking down our star wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, with a massive $136 million deal. There's no doubt that Lamb is the crown jewel of our offense, but how does our entire skill position unit stack up against the rest of the NFL? Before we get into the details, if you're new to the channel or haven't yet subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can reach that milestone. Your support keeps this channel going, and we can't do it without you. Alright, let's get into it. Recently, Matt Verderame of Sports Illustrated took on the challenge of ranking every NFL team's skill position groups heading into the 2024 season. And Cowboys Nation, his assessment of our beloved team might surprise you or frustrate you, depending on how you see it. He ranked the Dallas Cowboys skill position unit 22nd in the league. That's right, 22nd. So, what's holding us back? Here's what Verderame had to say. The Cowboys spent this offseason acting like adding talent isn't their goal, and now have an offense that relies heavily on aging players alongside Lamb. While Lamb is a stud, Cooks turns 31 in September and has seen his yardage drop each of the past 4 years. The running game is headlined by two backs in Ezekiel Elliott and the newly signed Dalvin Cook, who are past their prime, too. It's a tough pill to swallow, Cowboys fans, but it's a valid concern. Verderam's issue with the team not signing significant talent during the offseason mirrors what many of us in the fan base have been feeling. Sure, CeeDee Lamb is a force to be reckoned with, but beyond him, we're relying on players who are either aging or unproven. Brandon Cooks, while still a solid option, isn't the explosive playmaker he once was, and our running back room, featuring Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook, might be past its prime. On paper, the running back situation does raise some red flags. With Zeke and Dalvin leading the charge, we're leaning on backs who have seen better days. And when it comes to our receiving core, outside of Lamb and Cooks, no other wide receiver has stepped up during a regular season game to prove they can be a consistent threat. It begs the question, could it be a long year for the Cowboys offense? We're about to find out. But I want to hear from you, Cowboys Nation. Do you agree with Matt Verderam's assessment of our skill position group? Are you concerned about the lack of new talent brought in during the offseason, or do you think this group can surprise the league and prove the doubters wrong? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to vote in our poll. Your voice matters, and we want to hear from you. As we count down the days to kickoff, it's important to keep in mind that rankings and predictions are just that, predictions. The real test begins on the field, and we know our Cowboys have the potential to defy expectations. Whether you're optimistic or worried about the offense, one thing's for sure, this season is going to be a wild ride, and we'll be right here with you every step of the way. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more Cowboys content, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow fans, and of course, subscribe to Cowboys News TV. We're committed to bringing you the best coverage of America's team, and we can't wait to see where this season takes us. Thanks for tuning in, Cowboys Nation. We'll be back soon with more updates, insights, and analysis as we get closer to game day. Until then, stay hyped, stay engaged, and as always, go Cowboys!